Hello, this is Nick from Prestman doing a video walkthrough of our 2020 Chevy Blazer. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around, check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside and go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood in the engine bay so we can evaluate just a little bit in there. So first impressions, it's actually in really, really good condition. It's a 2020, so it's not old, but it's not brand new. That being said, you'd never be able to tell, aside from the rain. It's always raining here, which is just the best. Our cleaning guys are always thrilled about it. They got to clean it every day. But that being said, I'm not seeing any rock chips or anything up here. It needs a bath in a little bit, but that's okay. We can take care of that. Anyway, let's start going around and see what we can find. So tires on here look brand new, so that is fantastic. So there's a really small scratch, or I don't know if it's a scratch. It feels like, yeah, looks like there's a very small scratch right in there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but nonetheless, good to know. I have a little scuff right in here. It's not catching my finger. Honestly, you could probably just buff that out. But again, nonetheless, good to know, good to know. So, quick commercial break. Here's a look at some of our lot. It's about half of it. We have more on the other side over there. But we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the whole state. So, it's fun to be busy. I don't know, I like it. All right, looks like we got one more little chip right in there. But all in all, for the exterior, I give it a 9 out of 10. Very, very well taken care of. A couple super, super small things, but overall, really clean. So let's hop inside and see what we can find in here. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn the car on, obviously, but when I do, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights, anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right. So we've got one warning light up right now, which is my seatbelt light, which is correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. So that's awesome. Other than that, everything up here looks super, super solid. Let's cycle through a couple things just real quick, just to make sure. Oil life's good. Tire pressure's good. Very cool. Awesome. Sweet. So that's pretty solid. As far as the interior goes, we're pretty much just going to press all the buttons real quick, make sure everything's working, as well as show off what it has. We're going to be a little bit fast just because this thing has a lot of features, so if we give too much time to all of them, we will be here all day. So up here you got the heated steering wheel, which is phenomenal this time of year. I'm really big fan. Up here it's going to be some more of your basic controls. Let's make sure the windows work. Windows roll down, windows roll up, down, and up. Awesome. Up here is going to be a couple more fun things. You have your auto stop start system, which is also very cool. You have heated seats in here. Let's make sure your AC is working. Very much so, yes. That's really cold. Let's turn on the audio. Okay. Okay. Your speakers are extremely loud. Very, very good speaker system in here. I didn't want to turn it up louder than that for fear of injuring my ears. So, glove box in here. I like the button. It's really cool. It's not the most useful. Like, it opens just like any other glove box, but it's really cool having to be a button. Anyway, up here is going to be your info screen. You got plenty of other stuff on here you can play with. You got navigation, Apple CarPlay, on and on and on and on. So you can always download more apps on here as well if you'd like. So you pretty much have whatever you want. So that's cool. Here's going to be some of your controls for snow and driving, just making sure it's like an all-wheel drive system, all that jazz. As well as it looks like you have a sport mode as well, so that's cool. So that'll toggle it up here, which is kind of fun. Turn it back. Anyway, so down here is going to be more of your just a little bit more space for you, as well as your plugins right in here. You're also going to have some more space in here with additional plugins down there. So as far as the interior goes, in terms of quality, very, very, very well taken care of, honestly. I'm not seeing any rips, any tears, I'm not seeing any stains, nothing. So this thing looks brand new. And the last thing, I saved my personal favorite for last. We have the sunroof. It's a full panoramic, big ol', or not panoramic, it's a full sunroof, moonroof combo. So very, very fun. To be totally honest, a sunroof is not the most useful feature in the world. Like, the amount of times you need a sunroof is like almost never. But man, are they cool. I really, really like sunroofs. Anyway, so we'll probably call that there for the interior. Let's hop out. We'll check out a little bit in the engine bay, and then that should be good for our video. Alright, so I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but in either case, you should always, 100% of the time, look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about cars, you do know what neglect looks like. So if there's like acid buildup around the battery, there's all this like green crud around here, if there's rust all in the metal pieces in there, everything that should be silver is brown, and there's like spider webs and junk all over, you should probably ask some more questions. That being said, this looks great. Very, very well taken care of. One thing that's also really good to note is that when there's a small layer of dust on a vehicle, which is often the case, one thing that is really good to look for is if it's kind of been gone through. Like, got little smudges and stuff on there, making sure people have been touching it, taking care of it, reviewing it, inspecting it, all that jazz. Whereas if there's just a mountain of dust that hasn't been touched for decades, that's not great. So anyway, this looks fantastic. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but for the sake of this video, we'll keep things pretty user-friendly. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's anything more you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new ride.